Oh, yeah. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, yeah, recording is done. So, so that's, well, I mean, we can look at a wave count and stuff that we've been tracking for a long time. Um, April low, third wave, never ending wave, you can call it. Um, it's been on the right, it's been pretty, and the wave count that we have that we've been tracking for a long time. It's working out really well. Um, we had this dip right there that we just looked at it here, this one, and I was like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna make the case for this one yet. Let's see if we can manage to hold this zone because when you look at Nvidia and all the other stocks that I was just like, no, I was like, it's not it's not ready to make the case for this one. So I end up leaving it here. It held it managed the price managed to find support here and then make its way up. Now, according to the wave count, if it behaves, we need to watch this zone. Okay. It's a lot of fibs. They're like coming really, really close from this high to this low swing, you know, from this high to this low swing. So there are multiple highs and low swings. Okay. They're all coming really close here, called the cluster of fib resistance. There are multiple fibs that are like coming really, really close. So we're gonna wash this zone. Now, we don't have a sell signal on the screen. So can we sell something in this? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can, but we'll see what happens. We just let's see the 6-day move that we just had um this week. Um let's say the next couple days we can do this. So that was the high before 66.99. That was 67. So we'll mark this one as a support here. And then we have a previous support here. That's where we rallied up, right? So we are down, so we can make a case for a downside of 65, 69 for this prior fourth wave and this. So this is gonna be our zone if the price will backs off a little bit. Okay. From the previous, from the prior, the third wave to the fourth wave. So this is a zone because if it's a smaller degree, 5 waves, because it doesn't matter if it's a one higher degree or smaller degree, it will be due for a ABC. Okay. Just it's always gonna be like this. You have 5 up here, 3 here, 5 up, 3 down, 5 up, three down. Like there's always gonna be the sequence is gonna go the same way. Five up, three down, five up, So it's just instead of going all the way down here, we don't need to. We just need to focus on here to here. That's all we need. Okay, we don't have a price here showing us a two standard deviation move and two plus. You know, and there's no point to look this far down here. We don't have ATR that is giving us that kind of a read anyways. So yeah, there's no you don't get too excited. Start thinking, oh yeah, we're going down to 62. You know how many weeks it's gonna take if that happens? Um, but according to the wave count, we're gonna I'm watching this against this zone between here. Okay. Because after this five-way move, we're going to be due for a ABC correction to the downside. If that correction right there is starting to extend and it rolls over those swings, then we can make the case for this one. But this one right there is not going to come into a play until this low, not this. So this, under these lows right there, so mark them. You're gonna take the swing. That's your first zone. Mark this one is gonna come along with pretty much with this one. So this is why I like to do this. It's so easy, instead of the Elliott is just more detail, because you're breaking out every single smaller swing because you're counting those smaller degree those waves in between. Swings, it just kind of gives you a little more clear read, lot less noise. Um, so this way, so this is the first downside zone right there. Okay. Because the reason why being is because this is where the swing turned back up. So, so now this, you see this black line right there just turned green. We move this right there. It was black before. So now it's green right there, you see? The same thing here. Came back down here, turned, but that's gives you the upside confirmation right there for the continuation. Same thing here, see? I mean, you could do an actual trend. It's all green. We can change this thing to up and down move. Down is going to be red, up is going to be green. But the unconfirmed one, it gives you the exact point where the uptrend continues again. But as long as the previous low holds. So we just gotta have to watch this low. I wouldn't even go down this much. Anyway, it's a 100-point move, give or take. So this is a support right there, 6,700. right? And if the price is starting to back off, then 65, 69 is going to be this low. So because the market right now is such a narrow range, so you got a one standard deviation move here, second here, and third here. These little blue lines. Because these sessions that you look at them, like, yeah, I understand that people, the market is making new highs, but S&P moves like what, 20, 25 points, give or take 30. By the time it's going to close the session, it's going to back off. We're not seeing like a 50, 60 point move every single day. Market doesn't move that much every single day anyway. This market only moves like you know, um, 2 times a week. 3 weeks, it's just data burn. you know, it's not like it's gonna run like 5, 6 straight days in a row. Like we're looking at 45, 50 point pump every single day. And just so we'll see. We're gonna keep an eye on it. Same thing with the Qs here. Um, Same 1, 2. You don't have to go that far down. I don't even look at them. Just focus on this price action here. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a cluster of fib resistance here in this area. So gonna mark the same high here, 602. We closed yesterday at 602.97. Mark this low of prior fourth wave of 588. So this is our downside zone for now, 602, 588. So if it backs off, whatever the case is, you're going to be watching here. We don't need this. I already made a new high now. Clean this up. So now yeah, we don't have to just expand this thing. It just makes it more easy. Like, so you just this is the upside zone and draw this support, this support. We don't need this invalidation now. We already made a new high. So we'll see what happens. If making a case for this, yeah, we need those weekly swings to turn down first. But this is a higher degree fourth wave, you know? Now let's assume that, I don't know, I mean, anything can happen. Let's say if this is the top and we're trying to make a case for this fourth wave now, so we can run 4 versus 2, pin this one is 4 versus 3. So this is going to be our minimum downside targets for the coming weeks. So right here, if this is the top, now how much is it? 8.48%, 8.5%. Okay. 8.5% move to the downside. Where we at here on the screen? What, 18%? So from 18%, you're looking at 8.5%. It's going to put you right close to 10%. We're in the fourth quarter right now, and we have a higher monthly bar, and we have a higher quarterly bar. That's what people want. It's not it's not, they're just going to hand it to you. I mean, yeah, the resistance is there and the wave count is different, but our main screen is this. That's what we trade off every single day, you know? So what do you think? Which stock you think is gonna can put a big impact on this? Netflix? I don't think so. Meta? No. Google? Not really. These three names. Microsoft? Okay. Now, if you look at a Microsoft, does it look this bearish to you? Microsoft tracks QQQ. This is April low right here. What do you think the stock is doing? It's going to be the same thing for the market as well. So this fourth wave that everybody is waiting for this beautiful pullback, it's going to torture the hell out of you first of all anyways. This is the most difficult wave to trade. But the question is, for the 8.5% move that you're looking from here to here, how does it come down? Like this? Does it form something like this? Do you go like this? Or you come like this? There's four different ways of this fourth wave will go. A flat, complex, zigzag, and a triangle. So good luck figuring out which one is the correction that we're going to be in. But everybody wants that beautiful 9% pullback, 8.5, 9% pullback. I'm not saying that it's not going to come. Of course it will. But th this thing will roll over from this one, and this one. So what is so bearish about these three charts? For us to make a case for an NDX to take a massive dive for 8.5, 9% down. So okay, so if the NDX comes down 8.5 to 9%, what do you think the Apple's gonna go right back negative for the year, right? Right away, of course, because it's up 3%. If NDX is gonna be down 9, 10%, these stocks is gonna be down almost 15 to 20% down. Stocks always gonna drop more than the ETF, right? We all know that. You can't say like, oh, S&P, the Nasdaq is going to pull back 10% and so does the Apple or the Microsoft. Absolutely not. They're going to drop a lot more. You have to think all of these things to what are you trying to do? You're trying to make a puzzle. You have to connect these dots. That's how you view the market. That's how you look at things. You don't just sit all day and fight this itself. It's just that's not the way you analyze price and look at the overall market. You can't just rely on a one single. Yes, it is the most important chart. Everybody knows that. It's the main, it is our main benchmark. Everything is being calculated with this chart. We all know that, fine. But just to bet against this because it's tough, right? You just have to look around to see like, okay, what moves the market? This. So the tech rolls over, it's gonna punish the S&P. Look at yesterday's session. Where's the Dow was up 238 points. Nasdaq was down 107 points. S&P was flat. S&P will not going to move if Nasdaq is negative. It's like a little bit of a mixed bag, you know? Now the question is this that I've been thinking. I was thinking the other day as well is if this Mag 7 rotation is the little whatever the choppiness going on right now, it's so the market is staying firm while these stocks are weakening. When these stocks will start going back up again, because based on the rotation that we're tracking, what do you think is going to do the market? Think that way. If you ask me, I haven't changed this thing, but I'm thinking about it. I might change this wave count and open more upside instead of squeezing everything like here. I can easily do that. You simply leave this as a 1, 2 here instead of counting 1 here and then make the case of this 3 here to this 5. Okay. You can move this thing. I want to go from here, 1, 2. Instead of putting this 1 here, I'm going to want to put 1 here. Um, I mean, I'll make another one. That's not a problem for me, but I really don't want to change that yet. I might, but not yet. Because from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'd rather just put 1 here and then 2 here and now go up instead of putting 1 all the way down here. So there's ways to open the upside. That's not a problem. But again, we have to, uh, there's one thing that irritates me the most is to change the wave counts over and over again. You know, I understand the price is moving this and this, but we've been on a right track. I want to leave things the way they are. But if we have more room to run, well, then we have no other choice according to the wave count, not to the swing. Swings are doing their own work. I don't have to spend any time over there. But just to adjust the wave count, just gonna have to go 1, 2 from here instead from here. So this one will give 1, 2, 1, 2, and this is the third, then fourth, and then fifth to complete the third wave. So this one will give you more upside. Okay, it's totally possible. It can happen. Because here you have a 5 waves, and from here, because this is a 10% drawdown right here, just to let you know. This is like 8.5, like 9 to 10% drawdown from these swings right there. So the fourth wave, whatever is gonna fit, is gonna has to work. These two will go because these are the counter trend move anyways. So I haven't changed. I have not done it yet, but I can. I'm thinking about it just to go 1, 2 like this. Put 1 here, 2 here, and then count smaller 1, smaller 2, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, complete the third, then come down in a fourth against this one, and then make a fifth wave to a third. That's how you can open more upside. It's totally possible. There's nothing wrong with a wave count. It's just a matter of like, do you want to put one here to open more upside, or do you want to leave the one here and you just see if, let me watch this zone for now. Just, I'm not gonna start cleaning up stuff, I'll make another one later on today. And then I will see how that one, this way I'll have two wave counts. I'll leave this one, we'll track this one as we always do. And then I'll make another one and put them on, go like that's how I think because we have such a huge rally. So see, it's a very small retracement. We have a bigger retracement here. I know that. See, it fits. This just it fits right. But this is fine. Sorry, I was not gonna do it wrong. So from here, you go like this. Instead of putting one here like this, you put one here, one, two, like this. Now you have more. But right here, 200% as of yesterday. 67. Wow. Look at that stuff. Interesting. I don't even, yes, I didn't even look at it. Look at that thing. This could be a right. This could be a right wave count. So if we do this, okay, and put one here, two here. Oh man, this is gonna be a little. This is a sticky zone right there. That's for sure. You got 100%. I don't have to go that far. If we have 100% here at 64.47. We have 3 versus 1 at 67.63. Oh boy, this is a zone we're gonna watch as well. So I don't think what you can fit 5 here. You can right there, say 100. But we don't have this fourth wave. You can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hang on. Yeah, I gotta squeeze all these smaller. I'm gonna have to go down to a 2-hour chart. The daily is gonna give you a much wider range. And go with the excluded fifth. I mean, it's possible right here to make this thing work. Now, if you run 4 versus 2, it's gonna do it that way as well. This is a daily time frame, so I gotta spend a little more time like this. It's a little weird. Wow. It's uh it's not bad at all. It kind of backs off. I gotta I'll do it later. Gotta look at a few more things. Yeah, I'm just as much as the upside that we have, it's just I'm kind of doubting is that this 1-2 is supposed to be up here, you know? But we'll see. I mean, we don't have to change everything right now. We just leave the way it is for now and see. Let's see what happens. A couple more days and see. We're gonna watch this zone. See if we can start to back off a little bit. If not, and I'll work on this one later. And then then we could have two counts. One going from this 1-2 from here versus 1-2 from here. That's the only difference. So we have this 9.85%. That's a lot. That's a huge upside. That 10% will make the same difference to the upside. Basically, that's what you're trying to do. Because anywhere, if you're gonna make the wave count from here, you know, versus if you wanted to open more upside by putting one here, or then when you compare them side by side, so that 10% difference, what you have here, will make the same 10% move back to the upside because your projections will move to the upside, right? So the projections right now are based off from this high swing to this swing low instead of this high to this swing low. So meaning it's going to come down this way, you're going to open more, so it's going to have higher projections. So again, I mean, I'll see. If we starting to clear this zone, then I would say that it's really worth it to consider to go like this. I will definitely change that. If if we kind of like back off from this zone right here, then we're fine. We don't have to, you know. Um, the cues, um, the same. I mean, the thing is this, okay? I want to watch this. Look at VIX. I mean, right now, the VIX is between 50 and a 200 because it's just not making lower lows. How many highs that the S&P has made? But look at the bottom here on this VIX, right? And for some reason, it's up like 2.27%. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Year to date down is only 4%. But this squeeze right there, But the only thing is this, that to make a bearish bet, you looking for a VIX to pop, okay, above 200. A stock goes down below 200, goes crazy, like stick goes under pressure. You're looking for a for for VIX to start trading above 200. Uh, it's just, so you have a 200, what do we at? 1665. The 200 is 1794. We're right here. Now if we go back here to the S&P, 200 is here at 6094. It's like almost like a 700 plus point move to the downside. So it just is weird, This upside is crazy because, I mean, can be this one has a sell signal as well here. So it's a tough bet, I mean, as much I want to play the downside, it just the screen just not giving me that reason yet for me to start deploying cash to the, like, betting to the downside. I will, I will, but when I just have to, when multiple screens, what I usually look for will start flashing some signs. I mean, yeah, I'll definitely do that, but just it's a tough, just ride the trend. That's all. Because the thing is, like, yeah, we're fine. We're up 25, 38, 39.6. But this one was 22 weeks of 28. I mean, there are some wild swings that we have. But I know that one, whichever week, okay, whichever week, this red signal right there appears on that weekly bar, okay, that I will load up on puts. I'll take that shot for a week and two. You know, this sell signal is nasty, especially in a weekly time frame. Just keep that thing in mind. It can it can easily, not, there's no guaranteed, but it can easily give you a week and 2 weeks of selling of based off this one's a huge, that's what we have, this huge hit right there. We don't have it yet, but it will come. I know it will come. So I always look for these. This is a very, you know, like all of these, like you can like this, like triggers on the weekly close. And then what you're trying to do is just like you betting for the next week to be lower. You see, like, oh man, some of you guys cannot like keep the connection in and out, in and out. Because every time, because I had to have that screen on the side, it shows to authorize that person to be in. Um, the you see like on a higher bar here. I know it's a candle, whatever. I always call it bar because I'm so used to it. This whatever this higher bar here. See this next week. It's just Yeah, we don't have it yet. So just wait for it. That's what I would be more um yeah, these weekly ones are nasty. I know that. So Broadcom saved that was oh, so the trade that I took on a Broadcom was this. Okay. The Broadcom from the last 2 weeks, because Broadcom has rallied 22 weeks of 171%. That's huge. It's like a monster run, you know? So, so from the last 2 days, sorry, the last 2 weeks, see it has inside week, then it has a lower bar. So that's how I got in the Broadcom trade. I was like, okay, let's see if we could hold this low and it could save that week. Because if the 3 weeks comes down, one, two, and three, the swing will turn down. Right now it's up, right? So then what happened this week? We made a low at 324. So we came right here to this moving average. That's what I was watching. I was like, okay, let's. I know somebody comment about, are you gonna cut the trade or something? I was like, just wait. Okay, don't. I'm watching. I don't need. I don't need people's reminder. Okay, so I was like, just let's just wait for a little bit to see how the session close. The 324, this is the low right here on a daily time frame. This is the weekly time frame. This is the daily time frame. This is what I watched, both of them side by side. So when this bar closed, I was like, I just want to watch. Okay, this buy signal triggered. I was like, good. But the buy signal triggered here, and we're in a trade. And I was like, okay, now we had a three lower lows. So this will turn red. Okay. I was like, okay, let's wait till tomorrow. So we have a lot of time on a trade. It's like worst case that if it's gonna come back down tomorrow, I said I'm just gonna simply is gonna cut the trade. That's what my plan was. But this signal came and I was like, okay, good. Let's wait now for tomorrow. And I was saying, I was like, okay, you see that I was like, we need 346. Remember, I was keep typing that message. I was like, we need 346 by Friday to save this swing. Okay. I was like, if we don't reverse goes to the previous week high, I said the swing is gonna go down. Once the swing turns down, it's not it never instantly goes right back up. Okay, it's gonna chew time. Okay, it's just because once the price starting to roll over on a higher time frame, yeah, it's your smaller time frame is not gonna be explosive, massive moves. Okay, because your bigger time frame is weakening on a higher time scale. So you can swing trade for whatever couple points, whatever move, but that's not something that you want to hold for too long. Okay. So the time makes a very big difference in your trading. Like how long are you planning to hold the trade, and what are you looking for, and what time frame that you're basing your trade on. We're basing our trades on based on daily time frame because this is the ideal time frame for swing trading. Weekly time frame, those weekly signals are ideal for longer term, for long time window because you're going from week to week. Okay, so you just ignore these smaller time frame if you are trading the weekly time frame. It's a very high time frame. So anyhow, So then the price, we got a pre-market, got a huge pop. And then I posted that thing. I was just like, the pre-market right now is trading at 346. I was like, okay. I was like, now this one saved the day. But then this pop right there, okay, open. Then I was like, okay, now it's gonna engulf that bar. This is the outside bar now. You see it has a new high, made a new high and made a new low compared to the previous week high and low. So it gulf, right? So now it only has two lower bars, not three. So that's why it saved the swing. So in turn, as soon as it took out this 346, it went right back to green. I was like, okay, good. Now it's gonna. I said now it's a choppy range bound bar. So I just cut the trade right at the open. That's what I said right at the open. So just cut the trade as soon as the market opens. You have to understand one thing that when a stock gaps up, because when the market opens at the bell, all spreads are always going to have a wide range. Okay, this when the volume comes in and you know, market fully opens, it takes a good 15 minutes. But some people that just want to attack the market in the first 5 seconds, that's not you don't want to open trade. You can close trades, what you have. You don't want to open trades in the first, 1 minute and 2 minutes when the market opens. Your spreads are so wide, and you end up paying a lot more for the trade. Yeah, you have to wait for at least a 15 minutes candle to be fully open and close before you get yourself in. Yeah, those the first 15, 20, 25-second trades, those just to me, it's just completely stupid. That I don't know what are you gonna miss out that you're so desperate that you're not even looking, but you just want to get in the trade in the first 20 seconds at the open. You have to wait for at least the first 15 minutes or at least an hour to see how the hourly candle open and close. It just then will give you an idea, you know. So that's how it was. That's end up. So the other thing is this that is if you have a stock, if we have a trade open and then the stock pops, and then you say like, okay, well, I wanted to exit the trade, but the limit order at the open because the bids go so wild, at the open is always like this. It's very kind of challenging to get out. I mean, your fastest way to exit the trade is just to change a limit order to a market order if you really want to get out. Okay. Or instead of because the you have a mid here, right? On the order, and this line right there. Okay. So when you're trying to fill, what's the other Nash, NAT right there. So when you're trying to fill on a limit order, you always trying this price, right? So I'm talking about these trades like if you have a lotto trade, okay, on earnings that you wanted to get out. But I know some brokerage have some, I don't know, I trade on Thinkorswim. But the point is like I know that everybody's trying to fight this price, okay, is where you wanted to get the most for the exit. But if you wanted to cut something that pops like this, all you're gonna do just slide the thing and bring them right in or like slightly here, okay? And then exit the trade. It will instantly fill you out. instead of like pushing the slider all the way to the natural price, backed it up a little bit, stop them right here manually, and then hit submit. It's going to exit you out right away from the market because you're right into the mid price. Market makers will pay the middle price a lot quicker than this range. This one is going to be instant fill. Okay, so if you just exit the trade here, you will be right away. You're going to be out. This one right there, you're trying to exit the trade based on a limit price, right? Because you're trying to, of course, trying to make as much as possible. But if you're trying to exit the trade between the mid and just do it right here. Slide that thing from your hand and then just hit, you have a submit button right there and hit submit. It's going to instantly get you out of the trade. That's it. Yeah, you're going to lose a couple pennies. Big deal. But you're not fighting that limit order. At least you will, market maker will give you the mid price. Get out the trade. But look what happened here. Market gapped up to 347.67, 61. Look at the flush down, all the way back down. Why is that? Because this bar right there in Gulf. Then yesterday, see, it closed the day with the inside bar. So this is in a range right now in these two range. So this thing right there. So we gotta talk about. So we had. I mean, we're just starting off a new month, so you gotta slow down your horses. We'll trade. So we closed Broadcom, um, and Sherman Williams yesterday. Um, the this one we closed yesterday, SHW. Okay. So you got Boeing, Honey, Tesla, we open a new one. And that's it. So we only have two trades closed for the month. Yeah, I have the trade tracker. It's on ChatGPT. Tracks it for me and throws all these fancy emojis and stuff. I thought I'll just copy paste them from there, but it tracks all the trades for it. It just makes it such easy. I can convert them into an Excel if I wanted to, but I just leave it like this, and it just tracks. When I open a trade, I copy paste them there, and then when I exit, it saves them in a vault, and then I say like, hey, just exit the trade at this credit, and then it just automatically gives you the closing order, and I just post a closing order like this, and then it tracks everything for me. So this is basically a trading journal. So all the trades that we take, so we'll have a full record of these trades um, here. So we'll see. I mean, how I'm watching a couple things, and see how it goes. I mean, we got a full month. I mean, come on, it's just I know it's every day is always excitement day because market is open and price is moving and you always want to be a part of it. So uh, just um, well, yeah, the mid and ask, yeah, it's the same thing. You know where you place the order on a screen? So it's the same thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly. I think it's a mid or ask or mid or natural, whatever this called. You know the slider right there before the submit button where you place the order. So you have a range from here to here. So you see either a mid or ask on a screen on Thinkorswim. So it just this is what I'm talking about. I was thinking it was a mid and natural, something like this. So this slider right there that you use to close out trade, okay, just use this range right here, right at the open if you want to exit the trade. So there are gonna be, like lotteries and stuff. There's some of them that kind of gives you a better feel on a luck of a draw. Depends. Like, lotteries, like you want to play earnings, and then because of the implied volatility, which is all kind of priced in and it has to come off, all that kind of stuff, it just gets everything get repriced at the open. So this is the one way that you could easily exit the trade. If you want to take this fill, that will be the instant fill. Okay. And this is the one that you're trying to fight with the limit order. Okay. Because you're trying to get the good fill on the exit. But I'm talking about some of these trades that I will tell you based on a pre-market gap, if the stock will the gap up, that exit the trade. So I think I did it here. Here. You see, I did the update at 8:23. The market opened at 8:30. So Broadcom closed trade at the open. So the pre-market already tagged it at 345. So that was what 346. So 345. So came in at 340. That was what the pre-market high was. And then as soon as the bell rings, keep the screen on. That's just wait for the bell. You have a closing order, you just slide that sucker right there and just hit submit. Boom. I got filled at 227, you know, and it got me out. Paid $1.68 for it. We were down on that trade a little bit, a couple bucks. I know that. But we're just fighting for this weekly bar. That was a trade setup that this the whole trade structure, the base stuff. Um Swing is still down. I might go back in this trade next week. Broadcom is always my favorite stock. This range right there, these boxes, they're kind of like they call it support and resistance. It gives you a really nice reversals, from this zone. So you have a 4 point zone, and then you from here, you targeting this zone. So when the price comes here, it's gonna back off. Okay, so you have two up and down boxes. So this is um kind of like working on like yesterday. I was watching this Tesla, and I was waiting. I know I know this it had triggered a sell signal on this outside bar on Thursday, and I had an option trade open, so I just like, okay, fine, because it took such a nasty reversal bar. Went from 470 down to 435. And for Thursday at the close, it triggered a sell signal. I was like, tomorrow doesn't really look good. But then yesterday, I had these boxes here, and I was watching, and session open, and we got a bit of a pop right there to 446, which is this 445 you see right there. The high was 446. The high was right there, 461. So I was like, if it managed to stay an inside day because it's such a huge bar, I was like, it could kind of like spend time right here in this area. But then yesterday it took out this 435. When I saw like, okay, well now it has the sell signal got confirmed by taking out this 435 low of Thursday, and then the price start pushing down. I was like, okay, now I'm waiting. I was like, now I want the price to come all the way back down to this 415 range. This is exactly what I was waiting for. So hour after hour, and then the and then the selling pressure starting to starting to go up. And that's when you got the push right there to this 415. So like, okay, I'll buy here. So the low was 416.58. I paid 417. I just opened up the diagonal, the calendar spread. Okay. I did that one for a reason. Okay. You can do a vertical spread, but you have to look at this. It has such a high IV, you know, we have a lot of time and we got always, I can open another trade on top of it. But this stock right now, everybody is targeting 500 print. So the open interest on a 500 calls on Tesla is massive right now. I was like, okay, fine, I'll buy the 500. All right. So we're long 500 call all the way out until December. So we have that. I was like, you know what? I'll sell a 500 as well against it. You know, if we're gonna go up, we're gonna make money. If we stay neutral, range bound, kind of choppy, we're gonna make money as well because we're short the 500. That will decay. That will decay each day as well. So the calendar spread that I have, okay, you are directional, but you're taking advantage of a directional move to the upside, and at the same time, you're being neutral as well. Okay. So some of those high stocks, you could always do things, trades like this as well. Because when you're doing a vertical spread, then you have to create a spread. You say, like, okay, well, I want to do a 450. I want to buy a 450. Then I want to sell a 500. So you have a 50-point wide spread, right? That's any price from 450 to 500. It's a 50-point wide spread, right? In this case, you buy the 500, so you long 500 and you short 500 as well. Because calendar, you cannot have different price, strike price. It has to be the same, 500, 500. Or whatever you want to do. You want to do 450. Well, the closer you're going to come to the price, obviously more you're going to pay. If you're going to extend it out a little bit, less you're going to pay. So I'm okay paying 600, 650-ish kind of range on this stock. Okay, but Tesla is not a cheap premiums on this on these trades. It's the same thing like with you could do with Meta and stuff, Netflix as well. Like these kind of like stocks, they have a high premiums, like you can do these calendars. You can take advantage of the upside. Okay, it's the same thing. You want to go up, right? So okay, so your call is gonna pay you, but you eliminate the time decay and you stay positive theta and just close the trade if you're gonna get the move to the upside. So we're gonna leave that one, see how it works. I mean, the range that we have right now on this stock is between 400 to 415 to the downside. So that's a 15 points. And then we have 445 to a 461 to the upside. So this is a range now that we're going to be in for a little while before we make this break or we're going to make this break. Okay? This is a range. So the ideal trade for this, like the now I know some of you have a habit of trading every single day. I know you need to change that. Okay? This is just not right. I don't know if either you are either too desperate to trade or you simply have no idea what you're trying to do. Either you're trying to prove yourself that I can trade every single day. Nobody does that. It just it's that's not right. You're just throwing money and hoping that I'm gonna be right and I'm gonna make money on this. I want you to make a lot of money, but you gotta slow down. You don't need to take 5 trades. You can be just try to be right on 2 trades. You're gonna make money. Just keep moving. Yeah, you're not practicing some fake money, like trying to see, oh, I want to try to prove myself that how good I am in trading. That's just not, you gotta change that mindset. There's gonna be days that you don't trade. There's nothing that seems look right. Like, okay, fine, step back. Watch. What's gonna happen? What if you don't trade for one day? What do you think is gonna happen? Market's not gonna open tomorrow or something or what? Wait for the right trade setup, then consider a trade. You know, like I sit all day run scans because I can't go through stocks like this, what to trade, like just clicking like this. Oh, should I trade this one? Should I take this one because the swing is up? You know how much time it takes? I need to apply conditions. Why I want to enter the trade? Things like this. If the swing is up, oh yeah, I can consider a high, playing the upside because the direction of the swing is to the upside. Now, if the direction of the swing is to the downside, it's so damn difficult to fight the upside because the price is making lower lows. It's just like anything down right there, all these swings are down. So if like now these ones right there is the trades that you could hit them in each session. Why is it kind of like going back and forth? It's just so then now these ones is this is the buy zone. The swing comes down here. It's gonna find support here and it's gonna give you the bounce right back to this print or this. So you buy in this zone to target this. That's how these trades gonna how this is how these trade works. There's no buy sell. I mean, buy sell signal can appear, whatever. These are daily bars, but these are the if you want to trade every single day. This is your. You don't have to be. If the swing is down, fine. It can be down. It is up. Is up. All you're trying to do is you're just trying to play a range because the price is gonna bounce from these boxes one way or another, right in between there. You see right there, the price came down 1134, right in between that box, popped right back to 1166. High was 1168. Exit trade. So that all of them are there, like McDonald's right there. And everything. So I'm watching this one with looking so goddamn choppy. Like 3 days in a row, it's been holding this box, you know? So it made it on this day right there. You see this low right there from 298 went up to 302, right there, 302. It depends, like this is a 2 point move. I mean, you don't want to, you see some of these are very tight ranges because this stock is taking a crazy beating right there, this low. Look at this. Wow. It's right between 50 and 200, 241, 252. So it's right there in this zone now. So it might get a little bit of a relief rally. 248 is being tested here on the weekly as well. Down for 3 straight weeks. 3 weeks here, got a big pop. This might get a little bit of a dead cat bounce next week. 3, 4, 5, down for 5 straight days as well. It's not taking a lot of beating. 10.7%, hardly have any bounce. So, see what the Home Depot looks like. Same thing, because Lowe's and Home Depot, they're identical charts. So it really doesn't matter which one you want to trade. You want to trade Home Depot, you can trade Home Depot. You want to trade Lowe, you can trade Lowe. They're identical charts. So see Google right there. These are pretty great. This is a really like a range bound that you can catch couple points. You play from one range to a second range, this zone to this zone. Entry here, exit here. These are your exit prints, right? The 247, 249. You always have something. A Costco right there. Between, I don't know, gotta update, I gotta put it there. I made a fold. Yeah, same thing. Costco right there, you see? All these lows right there in between 907, 911. Right in between here. I was trying to move back up to this. See? 918, 918, 918. Right there. It moves up higher, 920. It's very choppy right now, that's all. You need a little wider range, you know? So the weekly got tested here into a, oh, it ended the week with, yesterday was the inside, 903. Now it's a low one. It's ended the week with a doji. It's a doji weekly bar, weekly candle. It's highlighted in yellow. Costco is just very high valuation for this company. So it's just something like, again, everything is, I don't want to show you 10 different other things. How can I trade? But this is the main screen. That's what we trade and this is what we live off, basically. Focus on this. And what else I do, that's that's my business. Let me deal with that part. Um, Amgen and I mean, healthcare had a good run. This the XLV kind of took off pretty good. It might rip. I don't know. If it goes the the same like 8 swings, I mean, if this goes in a C wave, I mean, this thing can run healthcare. I was looking at it yesterday because we had This is from this low. This is the diagonal here. One, two, three, four, five. And then you have retracement. There's always typical, either going to be a prior fourth wave or a second wave. That's where the most of the time the retracement is in a higher low swing. But that low right there, you see it held above this low, and then you have five up, three down, and then if this turns into a C wave, the C wave is an actionary wave. Okay. So we're looking at one, two, three, four, and then five to complete this C wave. If this thing goes into a C wave. So we'll have five, three, five. So that typical zigzag pattern. If it doesn't turn into a C wave, or we just simply sort of go with the WXY as a complex, then it's going to change that. Then it's going to go into it as a 333. So we're just going to go as an A, B, C to make W, X, A, B, and C. Just Y, just a simple correction. You can just do that. It's just a matter of now if this C turns into a five waves, that's when you're going to get more upside. At this point right now, it does show some signs, but I don't know what the earnings and stuff is going to play out. It's it's up five, but it has a monster move. This entire move right there has turned the quarter up 4%. Month to date is up 4%. Year to date is up 5.27%. It's all like in 3, 4, 5 days. This move right there this week. So healthcare is looking now. See Eli Lilly right there, God. That was the earning gap. Made it all the way up here to this 842. There is a gap right there as well to this 880, which is this red line right there, 880. That will fill this gap. So Eli Lilly right there. For the continuation from here to here is going to be 880. Where are we at right now? 840. There 40 more points. So this is the top leader of healthcare. Eli Lilly moves entire, like Amgen and stuff, 14%. So you got a lot of these healthcare stocks got a good week for sure. What is it? Pfizer? What's the ticker for Pfizer? I forgot. Yep. Mark got a huge pop as well right there. You see, the thing is, all of these stocks here, they look the same. You know, it's the same thing here. It will make the case here of an ABC. Same thing here. You see, like A, B. So if this thing turns into a C, that's when you're gonna have like this. If it is only something like this, that's gonna be a three-way move. So it doesn't like if you look at some of these stocks, they've taken a lot of beating over time, you know. So the initial move always turns into a three. If it turns into a five on a big, then it's a different thing. But like if you look at the XLV chart, right? So if you look at this, I mean, you see like all these charts are the same. So it's just a matter of like which one are you willing to play. Stocks obviously will give you more return. Um, so I'm I know this is the tough one because of the the XOP, the consumer staples. Um, it looks okay. I mean, I might I know I'm into kind of like, just interested in like betting on this one. The reason why being because it's been down for 2 quarters in a row. Right now, it's still an inside monthly bar. And if it ends up going up to this 81, that we could can put us a higher bar for the month or so. So this is something indexes are ETFs normally don't stays down like 3 quarters in a row. So yeah, this the consumer staples have Costco in it and Walmart. Like these stocks are just not helping. Walmart is okay, but where's the list of consumer staple stocks right here? Got Walmart here, Hershey, Tyson Food, PG, Procter Gamble, ADM, I just like Coke. Some of these stocks will can move. Got Pepsi here. Pepsi got a buy. They have a swing turn up on Pepsi as well. So Pepsi got a buy signal as well. I know that. I looked at it yesterday, I believe. Yeah, right there. They got a buy signal here. It's gonna face this wall, this 50 and 200 So as in 2.8 TR play. Um, yeah, they gotta watch this. Some of these names they're just not. I mean, the strongest one is the Celsius one is the one that's moving. It's up 122, Walgreen 28, Monster 27, Philip, Archer Daniels, Estee Lauder 17. There's only few names, but then when you look at Costco, see it's flat for the year. Pepsi is down. There's diapers, Kimberly Clark, make all those Huggy diapers. Procter Gamble. You see, like these are big names. You want this ETF to need help from these names. General Mills, the Clorox. This bleach is just Brown Foreman. Like this sector has just been taking a quite a bit of beating. So I mean, if you're talking about a good quality name stocks on this, so it's obviously Costco, okay, which is not a cheap stock, and then Walmart, but there's I think Coke triggered a buy signal as well. Yeah, right there, yeah. Pepsi and Coke, they're pretty similar chart. Yeah, Coke has it's a very kind of, you see yesterday, 0.94%. I mean, what the hell are you going to make out of this? What are you gonna make on a 1 point less than a 1 point move? You know? I mean, unless you just gotta size up these trades so big just to kind of. you know, make like a 500 delta play or something just to catch like a 1 point to make like $500. Yeah, these are good covered call stocks. Buy the shares and just sell the cover, sell a call against it. They don't move that wild. Um, Pretty good. So, damn, why did I open these damn charts? Just what else you want to look at? We look at the S&P, we look at the Qs. Market is bullish. I'm thinking about putting a hedge on next week. I know it's gonna, I mean, kind of itching for one, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could, I will. I'm definitely not just buying puts. That's for sure. Um, I rather go butterfly. We can do a butterfly at least if it's really not gonna if we chopped around and stuff, it's just not gonna really hurt much. So we can do a butterfly, we can do a diagonal, we can tilt it a little bit to the downside. Yeah, we'll do one of those. Yeah, not the absolutely not taking um just to buy puts. No. We're not gonna do that, but not until we have a clear sell signals, and then we could kind of go a little more aggressive. It just you just wanna all we're trying to do is just to dip our toes in the water, just to kind of feel, just to test the water to see how it feels. So by doing that, I mean, butterflies is will definitely will be the ideal play. Um, can go out a month, try to stay theta positive in case if we go up a little bit more, but those premiums are not gonna hurt us much by time. So butterfly is definitely the ideal play right now. So if we do get if we get the downside, fine, the butterfly will pay. But eventually if we eventually start seeing sell signal, let's say on Russell, IWM, SPY, S&P, like if those all of these ones get hit with the sell signal, then we can go a little bit more aggressive on the trade to the downside. So if you just trying to get lucky or trying to play a little small counter trend move within that buy signal range, butterfly is the way to go, you know? So we'll see. I'm gonna look and see what happens. So, what the scan was this? Oh, this is the one with the two lower weekly bars now. Yeah, some of them. Yeah, these you see right there, Meta. Yeah, weekly swing is down now. Meta is a disaster, right? To be honest, Meta is not looking good. Yeah, you got kind of range bound. I mean, like you take this high and then you take this high. So this is the upside here. Now you mark this against this. So, and right at your midpoint is this. So I'm not daily swings is down, weekly swing is down. This thing got hit hard with those sell signals as well. I know that. Yeah, Meta is, see that sell signal here? Yeah, there's nothing good about this stock right now at the moment. 710, I mean, no, I just have to wait. Yeah, Net Meta, Netflix, Amazon. I mean, there is a hope, but we're gonna watch. It's gonna be a weak one. The rotation is weak. Yeah, these three names are just you gotta wait for them, and then Tesla is okay. So okay, yeah, Meta is down this last. I don't know what the swing is. This is a I mean, if you want to take a counter trend move, you can do that. This is a stock called Alexandria Real Estate. Um, this is a weekly swing. If you wants to grab a trade on Monday, I mean, I can open it. It's right there at that 83 right now, whatever the price is, 83.80. So basically what it is, the same thing. You see it has those two down weekly bars. And if the third week, meaning the next week, if it breaks 81.47, it means that the swing will turn down. Now this stock right there, the swing has been up since you see this green line right there, it's been green. So the last 2 weeks is pulling back. It has a pretty decent close, but it needs to have a higher bar for next week to save this swing. You see the same thing we did with Broadcom? It's just the same thing. So if you, it's not that expensive stock anyways. So if you want to swing a couple lottos, you can do that for next week. You're gonna have an answer in 1 week. All you gotta do is see if the price pushes back down to take out the 81.47 low. And if it takes out the 87 low, that means you have a three lower weeks, and then the swing turns down, the direction will turn. And if it end up reversing, you just need to target this upside amount. Just make it simple right there. 85.37 to the upside, and you have to protect 81.47 against 81.47. That's the trade. So yeah, some of these stocks, they I don't know how strong I looked at them, like especially like Broadcom. That's why I got these ones. They don't give up that fast and that easily. See, it has a one, two, and then it end up three. You see how it end up reversing back up? Just not to have another a red candle, a red bar, then it's where you will have a three weeks in a row, the stock is down. Yeah, so it's just yeah, some of these stocks they fight back. That's the deck right there. You see it has two down weeks right there. So same thing, that's the low right there. And then it needs to take out a 107. But the trend is already down. You see like here. So these are the tough ones to fight back to the upside because it's the whole price. Look how much beating it took, 58%. Yeah, I gotta be a little careful to kind of see what are you exactly f trading against your previous swing to see how steep it is down. You see, like this one right there, nasty close. This JBL. So at 202, I mean, one more push down to the downside because this is the outside bar, outside reversal bar. And then you have this week, it took another beating. And now next week again, swing turns down. So if that's the case, well, then in the upcoming weeks is gonna have a little more, you know, a little bit more, more price retracement. So man, these mineral stocks and that's I don't know. This one guy was the one who told me made him these folders. I mean, this is a crazy move. Look at these year to date in penny stocks or something, you know? Wow. Jeez, it's crazy returns on these names. They're pretty strong, except for FCX, which just got hit. It's still turned positive now. They're just massive moves on these mineral stocks, and this the nuclear sector is this one. I made it for him. And this Oklo, it's just I wanna see when they report earnings. I'm be curious to see. Yeah, this is just way 500% for the stock. I want to see their earnings. I don't know this company, but we'll see how they report. Because these ones are just running on news. I think these are that strong companies. Fundamentally, no. VST Vistra Corp is okay. 60. Oh, they have no earnings? It first reactor goes, oh my, wow. So this is all hype like stock. Wow. Oh yeah, of course, big time. AI fumes. 100% stock with no earnings and stuff. Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's scary to even look at it. It's like because AI is a bubble. This kind of a nonsense right there. So the stocks with no earnings, you will definitely start to put doubts in your head. It's like some just the data center's not even built yet. I mean, for God, they just look at these stocks. Well, I know the price moves first. Insane moves. Oh well. Oh, what do you want to do? Close any tight pattern? Oh boy. Hmm. These are the stocks gonna explore next week. Something to keep an eye on. These stocks are in that double doji pattern for 2 weeks now. These are very rare. Um, some of these stocks we can, there's so many ways that you can find trades that, well, it depends how much you want to trade, you know? So it's just, oh, this is, that's a double doji. Wow, the triple doji, not double. There's two here. Wow. Oh, this Paramount PSKY is just running out of gas. It's nothing I like, to be honest. Go signal. Hmm. These are all the stocks that triggered a go signal yesterday. Merck, Amgen, anything in a weekly time frame. These are all the weekly go signals. Pfizer, Nike, Humana, Biogen, VST. That's not like interesting. Oh, a huge pop yesterday. These are all the go signals. So these are the previous one was the last time the weekly triggered a go signal. So you can this one was failed. Um Omana triggered one. This what is it? IQVIA? Huge pop right there. Uh, The swings are up as well. Swing is down. Oh, the Kroger. Yeah, you're gonna this these kind of a stocks, they're just Lamb Weston, that's the XLB stock as well. Moody Corp, MTD. I don't know, it's just yeah, some of these go. I mean, I just Nike triggered one here. These are the weekly bars. Some of them are good. Again, these are indicators, not not the one that I use, but something to keep an eye on. Thermo Fisher got a big pop yesterday. Wow. This one right there, VTRS. This one didn't work out, so it's a trigger another one. This one, VST. Kind of. Okay. We need this. S&P 1 week, 2 bar buying. Interesting. Only three for the week. Oh, Airbnb. I'm watching this stock. I am watching this stock because it might get down here to this 117-ish kind of to test this low. The only reason that I like this stock is because it has a clear 5 waves up. Okay. That's the low. One, two, three, four, five. So you can just put one here or A. Doesn't matter. This move right there, okay, It's either a B or two. So we're looking for eight swings. So this is in an eighth swing right now. So I'm watching this one rotate. The only thing that is, I even showed you yesterday as well, it doesn't give me the, it's the rotation is reject. You see it reversed. So what happened is supposed to go up, but it reversed, right? So now that low that I'm talking about, oh, man, the low that I've been talking about here, see the swing is down, I know that. I just wanna watch this. Okay. You see right there, this 119, this. Watch this zone. That's gonna be the trade setup right there. This area. Because this rotation that turned down, it will come turned around like this, you know? Because it's not going this way anyways. It's just a matter of this trade was trying to make a move up, but it rejected. It's gonna take a couple more days, and then it's gonna start to form another hook. So I'm watching. So I'll, but if we look at weekly time frame, that's, oh no, we don't need this. The one my here. See, weekly time frame. Uh, is doing that. So we'll see. I know this is a five waves up. It's taking this. It can play a move from 120 to 130. It's going to be a nice solid trade, you know? So rotation just not looking good. Let's wait. Let's just watch. And then what I would do, the trade would be on this one. We can go 120, 125. We can do that. Or we can do 125, 130. 125, 130 is gonna put us into, it depends how you wanna size the trade. Can have a little bit of negative theta. Can do 120, 125 or 120, so either it doesn't, it's just in this range can, beside this, let's get rid of this. Let's see the actual range. There you go. So 118, 116, then 119. It's very damn close. 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 3 2 3 points. So let me watch. And then you see 123, 126. Yeah, the ideal trade setup of on this would be 120, 125 call spread. If I mean that 125 can even go up to 130. I mean that call spread is going to be really nice. So yeah, the ATR is let me see. 8 point. This is declining quite a bit. 8.42. Mm, yeah, it's just ATI. It's gonna, this thing is gonna move one of these. You see how high the ATR was? This move happened. It's a 44% move. And then you have a try jumping around here. I'm watching this one, so we'll see what happens. Source the back of this. This one is trying to form a bottom. It's just low liquidity stock. Look like, yeah. How many stocks are trading above 263 stocks are trading above 500, sorry, 50 and 200 moving average. So how many are the weak pigs? 148. In 148, you have Airbnb, Accenture, Adobe, AMT, America. They see these are the weak stocks, you know? I mean, it doesn't mean that they cannot move. They can, but they're just very kind of like just, it's hard to fight the upside, especially on a stock that trading below 50 and um, 200. But how do we get the bottom picking entries on those? We need the rotation. You know, that one will help. Crown Castle, CHD, Clorox, Chipotle, Costco. You see, like these companies are Salesforce, of course, John Deere, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. These are all weak stocks, you know. Domino's, Darden Restaurant, Eastman Chemical, Equifax. Yeah, Freeport Macaroni. Yeah, you have to GoDaddy right there. Honeywell as well. I know it's cheaper one. We'll see how Honey goes. The daily swing is up now, so I hope it holds. ISRG, Kroger, Lululemon, McDonald's, ServiceNow, Nike. You see, like Oxy, Paycom, Pepsi, Procter Gamble, Progressive, Pool Corporation, PPG, Rupert Technology, Starbucks, Sherwin-Williams. Yeah, these are all weak pigs. Target, T-Mobile, Zebra. So this company looks very interesting to me. This Zoetis, this is a health technology company. I need to kind of like it. Oh, what is that ticker called? It popped up on a scan. I was looking at this one, and I triggered a buy signal as well. I know it's below this 50 and 200 he's looking at. This is 52 weeks low. 52 weeks low, but I don't know if it's gonna hold this, but it's at 146. The invalidation is 141. So stock is down 10% year to date. Healthcare is doing good. Some beat up name. I don't know how good this company is. Technology wise, I'd rather go with Medtronic. You know, it has, but this damn chart trades so random choppy. It's been moving up pretty good. Up 22% now. These is just not easy to trade. These back and forth candles, you see all this, you rising, I mean, as you can see, but look at this drawdown, like how it trades, that's a tough price action, especially when you have option trades open. You see, like you get a pop, fade. Next day inside, then you have a lower day, then you have a higher day, then you have a full flush down. I mean, this is tough to trade charts like this. Yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. I mean, I'd really ZTS gonna be an ugly looking chart. Actually, the stock is a bit sideways for sure. Beautiful run. Stock is taking a pause after this run. Weekly is gonna be the same. Wow, this stock has been literally sideways for the year range. I mean, for a couple of years, it's just been. It's the third year right now. This is this year high and low, last year high and low, a year before. Some sort of a nasty fourth wave we can do. I mean, it's gonna be huge. I don't know. This is the sort of a triangle. Good. 146 stock. It's pretty side, very side. This is, I mean, on a higher time frame, this is not bearish. Absolutely not. But it's just, 3 years sitting in this kind of a range back and forth. That's just a hard punishment, to be honest. So let's see if we could squeeze a small trade. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind swinging it. But 3, 4 point worth of a risk. These kind of a trades I'll take all day long. 141.27. Oh, watch, that's what the rotation looks like. CTS. Oh, that looks good. That buy signal might play out. Not bad. Let's see. Daily thing is up. Yeah, good. So we can get some. Let's see. Let's see. Gotta leave up right there. I'm not gonna go that far. Let's see what the retracement of this. One has what, 141.27. Here. So we got a weave up here at 148.94. That's why we got backed off yesterday. 50 is here. Swing is up. Okay, let's do this. Get it above this. We need this. So now if so we can, well, you know what? Hang on. I have, so, yeah, we don't need anything this. We just need this. Gonna wash this zone, target this zone against this low. So if we can find an entry somewhere around here to do this. Doesn't matter in the 152, 153, 154. Good. So 140, 127 is this low right here. We don't want to break that low. So set of stops here. I need to find an entry here. So I'll watch this one. If it pull back down here, and then from there we can target this. Small counter trend, I mean, thing has been choppy sideways for a long time. We can risk 2, 3 points. See, we can try to play a little bit more upside from here. Rotation looks really good, so it should run. This looks good. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, weekly looks really good as well. Yeah, this is little. It's not bad. Not bad. It's gotta fight these two. That's gonna be the upside. You're right. Well, just put it here. This way I will remember. I'll just leave them here. This is bought some shares in my brother's account, NUE. It's a steel company. Hmm, Trump might do something right here. I don't know if it's look, it is a fourth wave to me. If I count from here as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I think I I did a wave count. Yeah. It is it's a fourth. I mean, it's just the way it looks like. So kind of diagonal with an overthrow down in two. One, two, up in three. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three down, diagonal with an overthrow. So that completes 5 within this three. So the 3 versus 1. Look at that. I mean, it's almost a textbook 3 versus 1 right there. I mean, the high was 151.32. And now from here, we got this retracement down at 4 versus 3, 38.2, almost at the penny. at 132 point. This with this one works really good with fibs. I like it. So now if this is the fourth, if it ends here, it has to try to work his way out from here to get this fifth wave. I don't mind holding this stock to be honest, but along for some time, you know. So this should be a good. It's a steel company, um, a big one, not a small one. So it's just yeah, some steel industry, you know, um, stock. If from here to here, 151 is almost 9.58% upside from here, the closing price. So we can target the zone 10, 11, 12, like 157. So that's the first zone for now. That's the second one that we way out, but we'll see if this fourth can make his way up. It's very clean wave count from this 97. One, two, three, four. But this damn fourth nightmare, yeah. Everybody wants the fourth wave on the S&P as well. You know, we're gonna see how painful it is to trade. That's Oscar I was watching. Kind of is weak, but we'll see if it doesn't not ready yet. I'm gonna I'm watching this one. I might make a move on this one next week, but the only rotation is definitely losing momentum here. Okay. So it's slightly down, nothing here. Stock was barely up yesterday. Here's the thing about this stock. Look at this run from here. Look at this entire run from 56 all the way to 87. Now, if we come down here, as I kind of can say or expected, look what the stock is doing. It's taking a breather, right? This is a logistic company. Remember we talked about? They're just turning their software into an AI. Um, so this is the high. Look at these rejections again and again. It's just starting to get on my nerves. I know I have a lot of time on them, on a trade, but at the same time, this is losing momentum. This is not a good sign. Okay. And plus, we're right here at that 50. So we need this breakout. So now the funny part, what happened about this stock, it got up. Remember 2 weeks ago, it got upgraded. Not 2 weeks last. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, it got upgraded. Okay, with JP Morgan Chase. The stock made a huge move all the way up to 86. Okay, and a pre-market all the way up till here, 86 price. But when the market opened right around here. The stock opened. So if you go to a pre-market high on this stock, it gives you a print of 86. That's exactly what I'm trying to play the breakout when since I've been in this trade. But the trade is so damn choppy, it just cannot break this trend line. It needs to break and close above this line. And then we can look for a further continuation, but we just keep rejecting, you know? So I don't know if this is a triangle, it could be possible. We have this is the low right there. We have the lower highs, but it's just like I don't know exactly what the heck happened. How a stock can rally to this print, but it opens here. You know, beautiful payout would be for everyone for at at 86 on this trade. But would you we're just fighting this trend line here. I don't know. I mean, buy signal is okay, it's fine, but I'm just I mean, last 3 days, you see right there. Let me see the dot right there. You see the last 3 days, it's losing momentum right there. So, I mean, that's the case. I mean, it can easily come down like this. If that's the case, I mean, stock is up 14% year to date. So the only reason that I'm holding this stock is because of the 550 and 200, it's been up. So technically there's nothing bearish about that stock. So each day by day, I'm just taking these whipsaws back and forth. You see, down, up, and it just would just keep hitting that wall over and over again. So let's see. I mean, it just for near the entry price, not that far anyway. So it's just should I reduce the size? I mean, I wouldn't. I I hate to close the trade if the stock is technically bullish, but it's just a very kind of like a coil chart right now. You see this entire move from the low, and it's just that upgrade breakout would be really good for this chart to kind of give that pop, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll watch. We'll see what happens on Monday and Tuesday. And then we'll decide. I mean, just keep the stop loss as what it is and just and wait it out, I guess. You know? So rest is okay. Gonna give some time. SCW, I already the paint, Shannon Williams. I already closed that one yesterday. Yeah, it was uh, you see the DTR move yesterday of 7. ATR was 5.7, 122%. Yeah, it just because it first it doesn't even have a buy signal here anyway. So I took that trade from from here, from the this one, because the swing is up on a daily time frame. I was like, this is due for a pop. This one. So I got in on October, I believe on October 1st or something, I opened the trade. Then this triggered the buy signal here. I was like, we're gonna get a pop yesterday. But I was very positive for yesterday that is gonna get a pop because of this. And you see on the Thursday bar, it triggered a buy signal here. So we should expect a higher bar. So that's the pop yesterday that we got all the way up here. I was targeting this line number right there. So it came really close. And then I just closed the trade yesterday. So that was a trade. It doesn't have, you see, nothing here. So I, I take I trade from two screens. So if I don't have anything there, if something that I see something is here, I'll just take a trade from here. So it doesn't matter. I don't have to. Trade is a trade. It's just what I like and what I wanted to trade. I'll give it. I mean, I will post it, but then you can just copy paste it and just I'm in, you're in, I'm out, you out. Well, then after that was look where the stock closed, 2.70. So you just hit this area, backed off. So one guy was saying like there's more upside. I was like, okay, always. There could be more upside when we have something like this, but we don't, right? So, I mean, we'll see. This stock is a Dow 30 stock. I don't know how they ended up, they, they put this company, the Shannon Williams, as to make them a Dow 30 stock. Up like 1.96% year to date, anyways. Yeah, I like Benjamin Moore, anyways, more than Shannon. Shannon Williams paint is too thick. Benjamin Moore is really good. Yeah, all my room, the one I'm in, my son's room, yeah, they're all Benjamin Moore. I bought Sherman William one time, but when I opened that thing was so thick. I was like, wow, it was very thick paint. Um, ZTS. I'm gonna watch this one. Make this too darn smaller. Um, I'll find some. Don't worry, I'll find plenty of trades. Don't worry about those. Now these are the strong stocks. They're one. Let me go with that big. Two. I'm trying to find something in a mid cap. You know, I just if I like something, geez, look how many of them are here. 20 is too much. If I like something here, it doesn't have enough the liquidity. You know, it just then you just gotta have to go with shares. Um, no, this is S&P 500. I'm gonna go mid cap. So these are S&P 400 mid cap index, not the 500. Now, these are the ones. Let me see what has the potential to move PJ. No, down month. I don't even know these companies. VP Carry, Vesco, that's a transportation. Eagle Material, EXP, PJ. I know about this retailer, ACG, EDC. You see, like when you trade these kind of, see, this one has more, no liquidity. No, I just can just tell by looking at the chart, non-liquid stock, EXP. Something, but nothing. That's a 5.8 ATR stock. Not bad. Rotation looks good. I mean, stock is this is not bad. This is absolutely not bad. 550, 200 is all green. Down almost 5% year to date. Yeah, but you see, like these are daily bars, keep in mind. It's just each day, like what the heck you can make. You know? Look at these whipsaws. Not something that trends in a one clear direction to the upside. You know, there's a very I don't want to go small caps, you know how many 1500, I mean just Most of them are into IWM. I mean, small cap. You know what Ruben was talking about yesterday? So like small cap, yeah, you buy something guaranteed payout. I was like, yeah, I wish everything is that. Make it sound like everything is too good to be true, you know? Buy something that will turn into a gold overnight. Yeah, sure. There's a lot of small caps are coming. I don't know, and I don't know these companies. You know, it just a scanner is doing this 40 of them out of 2,000 stocks. Like you're gonna have to sit. How many of them are here? 40 of them. Jeez, I don't even know. Do you know any of these companies here? These are a little bit closer. I'll just focus on some of like these names right there. NMA. There you go. Got a buy signal here. This one, $12 stock. I mean, I can find these kind of trades all the time, but I don't need them. Yeah, first, I don't know nothing about these companies, and second is I'm not a very big fan of trading these 10, $11 stocks. BBD. There you go. It's just the way I have everything set because I have conditions with these rotations and stuff because it's gonna give you that trigger where the rotation is willing to improve. This is what we trade. So our odds of failing is very low. Okay, let's put it this way. I mean, I'm not saying there's I cannot build a 100% bulletproof system. I wish, but in if as long as if I can manage to keep our win rate to between 75-ish kind of range, I'd love to be at 80 to be honest. I mean, I'm just perfect. I mean, if we can lose two, three, four trades, that's fine. If I can win 10 plus, I'm perfect. That's exactly what I want, So I mean, I don't know these companies. I mean, I don't know what liquidity is. Stock is not bad, up 35% year to date. I mean, guys wanna if you guys want to trade these stocks, I mean, I can throw a bunch of them at you. I mean, sit and trade. That's how I find trades anyways, is because each day the rotation is moving, right? So I'm gonna apply those conditions and it's gonna give you a signal here. That's your stop loss, 55.66. Stock is at 58. So what do you risk in 3 points? Okay, take a shot. What do you want to target? 60, 61, 62, 64, 66? Well, how far is going to go? Well, nobody knows. The stock moves $1.34 on the ATR. So, I mean, this is small cap. So some names can be, so if I just ran this scan, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna have just if I could find like two trades here or three, I'm good. That's it. This all I want to play. Like especially these stocks. compared to the other ones that have more alpha. Okay, so they have because they're making a wider rotation. So that's what we're looking for is looking for alpha. We need alpha. That's how you're gonna get paid. So if you have a stock that is sitting near here and not doesn't have enough alpha, then you consider butterflies. Just because stock doesn't really have that big of a movement, it doesn't have that much of a momentum. You just look for sort of like a balanced butterfly, things like this, stays in like a choppy range. But if you're looking more for a directional, bigger move, you need to be further away from the benchmark. So I just scanned 2,000 stocks. It just, it only filtered these. So I don't know how, like, some of you guys are check this one, check that one, check this one, check like all day. So kind of laugh sometimes, I was like, it's crazy how you guys watch every single day. I can't even keep up with that stuff. I just use a scan. That's a scan is going to tell you which trade to take, which not to take. But you guys don't have that, so which is okay. It's fine. It's an instant scan. I can run it for anyone. It's not a big deal. Yeah, these are all very like years and years of like testing, like, what specific term, like, criteria that you wanted to apply to the rotation or to the price to give you that entry, and from there, just take a shot. How far it goes, I mean, we don't know that. Nobody knows. But we managed to if I swing trade and if I manage to get a ATR higher ATR move, I'm happy as hell. You know, if you really want to hold it and if you really like the trade, well, take 50, 60% off the trade and leave one or two runners. And then, okay, worst case is that you're gonna reverse right back down, but at least you made money, you know? But the thing is, this is like whatever the average true range is, you can't look at, well, I want to set up a trade here. Or well, you're looking for that big of a move from here to here. And you want to buy something here, you want to buy something here, but you're sitting right here. Because you're looking for those cheap butterfly, those cheap spreads for like 50, 60 cent spreads. They think they're gonna turn out into a $2, $3 for you. But doesn't you don't have that to make the case for this wide, So what was this? Yeah, let's focus on growth stocks. Those are the always the ideal ones. Oh, QQQ, nothing, huh? Plug. There's only one stock in accuse. Interesting. So it's going to show more. There's some names I am watching in this badge, right? These are all the QQQ stocks. I just not really. I'm in honey, as you all know. So I got this one. Um, the rest is just T-Mobile taking a beating. This one is the one has the highest those H-1B visa, the issue. This company right there. So it's a little risky there with the news. That's a trucking company. VRST. This one has a buy signal as well. Look at that beating that stock took. This one. You see how I run a scan and then how it connects those buy signals? This is like a streamlined process. But I did it here on this one. So it just makes it, this is saves me so much time, that I have no idea. Just run a scan, shows up, look for a signal, set the stops, take a shot. That's it. That's your trade. I don't need to sit for hours and hours. Just I've asked my wife, she'll tell you how many how long it took me to work on these. She's the only one who knows. Nobody else knows. Uh, Log power, a huge move. Well, what do you want to choose here? 395, well, 425, 492, 6. That's your upside. Big, huge volume bar right there. 89 RSI, 219% move. Yesterday, 75 cents move. Expected move, 0.834. 0.34, I mean, uh, if you want to buy something, I don't trade these kind of stocks, trust me. If you're looking for an upside, 4.5, 5, 6, that's your upside from here. So FCL, FCL had a huge run in this one as well. $4 to 10, 17, 17. Yeah, I'm not. Your entry is way down here. I'm not buying this. I missed out on a trade. Well, I'm not out. I don't chase trades. Never did, never will. I will never chase a running trade. I know some people they're trying to get into those trades. No, I missed out on something. No, I want lower entry. If it goes my way like this, fine, I'll take it. And I'm not pay $10 for it. This thing can go up to 11, 14, 16, 20. Positive sentiment, that's for sure. Positive sentiment, that's a good sign. He got 55, 5,200 prices above these moving averages. That's a good sign. Um, Rotation on these names. We can, what's the other one? Oops. This one right there is trying to lose. This one is strong. So this is good. Yeah, weekly time frame, they both are pretty strong. You gotta go on a much higher time frame. I don't really look at weekly. You know how long this thing takes? Some of you has to Can you show me a weekly? The 1 week, okay? People cannot even hold the trade for 1 week because they get a panic attack. It's gonna take a little slight turn. That's 1 week. That's one, two, three, four. That's 1 month. Very long um time window. This is perfect. You swing trading, this is what you want. Some of these trades can go up for a very long time. So, oh, the FCL. I don't know. I don't follow these. You know me. My style, what I trade, what I track, what I see is these S&P 100 right there. I mean, to me, like I like 50 to be honest, which is the Russell 50 index right there, Russell top 50. This is 50 stocks. Okay. I mean, I know I normally watch these. These are all the top 50 companies in the world, with the biggest market caps, things like this. And if I cannot find anything for some reason in between, so then I'll just go to 100. Then I'll just add another 50 stocks on top of this one. So most of the time, like pretty much like every morning starts, I'm just I'm just showing you a much more bigger list of stocks, but I'm just on 50 most of the time right there, you know? Like I don't I just I mean, I don't know. I mean, some of you guys I know have a little different. You just want to trade pretty much everything what is moving. I said these are the stocks that I'm interested in. These ones, you know? It doesn't mean that here. So you think that I cannot find like two trades from here to play for a week? I don't know. I mean, if I don't have any buy signals on these ones, or if the swings doesn't look like, if they're down, if it just doesn't really fit what I'm looking for, then I was like, okay, fine. These are the only bets that I have that I can see. Um, but the rest, then I was like, okay, screw it. Go back to 100. All I gotta do is just change it like this back to the 100. If I wanted to go from 100, I can go to Russell 200. Russell is huge. Some of you probably don't even know. Look how big Russell is. Russell, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 mid cap, top 50, 200. That's how huge Russell is. It's not about small caps. Yeah, they're all in 2,000 right there. They got 3,000. The mid cap, like all these Abercrombie and all these companies, they're all in mid caps index. They're not into those 100 and the 200. And do 200. It's going to give you all the top names as well. There, 67 results out of nothing here on this one. Well, 67. These are all top companies. I mean, yeah. So now you search in 200 stocks, so well now you can expect more results. Now you gotta go through, well now you and some of you can't even see it. Well, we gotta open up the actual list on the side to see like, okay, well, ignore this. I can filter this lower standard deviation move, make a two standard deviation move and just hide them out. And now all these ones are in a circle. We just ignore them. and we just only focus on the ones that are outside the circle. We need the alpha, okay? We need alpha. That moves the stock. That's how they're gonna get paid. So there's some of them are, but rotations are looking a little bit promising, but at the same time, it just stock is not even moving. It gets so choppy. So Nike got earnings, which is fine. This one car company is this. You see, it has now. It can improve from here because the rotation's starting to improve. So, but look at that beating that stock has taken. It's just I don't even know this company BSX is what. Plastic. There goes a buy signal on this one. Bostic kind of Where? Boston. Oh, okay. BSX. Scientific. They're right below the 200 right now. These stocks are the ones that has the potential. T-Mobile, I know KMB, EW. Yeah, whoa, well, that was damn close. Yeah, that's a sandwich trade as well, right here. $1.85 or 5 below 50 above 200. These are the names. I mean, they're looking to improve. ISRG, I know it's time to move. Chipotle might get a little bit of a break. Yeah, Chipotle right there. It's time to wait. But look at how many days it took. So the buy signal triggered on the 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 days it took to break this range. 12 trading days. So took what? 2 weeks and 2 days. So 5 days in a week. Five makes 10. Two more. So how much is the stock moved? From 39.30 to 41.76 after 12 days. Only because this, the rotation is improving. It's due for some sort of a relief bounce. But these kind of a bounces are just painful bounces to play. I was watching it. I was like, I'm not doing this nonsense. It's just too small, uh, very narrow range stock. It's a good company, I mean, but plus now they're several earnings before they're opening stores and they're gonna be doing this and this, and it just yeah, this Chipotle it just since the Brian guy from the Taco Bell left to went to Starbucks. Yeah, the Wall Street just literally looked backed away from Chipotle stock. Um, Okay. I don't know. I mean, searches are just easy, you know. Chipotle Meta is, buy. I mean, I saw it yesterday. I was like, okay, fine. I was gonna. It's weak. It's a weak stock right now. I want it. I will definitely buy Amazon. I mean, look. I mean, this stock is. Look at this run. Look what the stock is doing. It's just sideways. So how long this chop is gonna stay like this? Well, we don't know that and from here to go like this. This is the bet that you're willing to make. So if you look at Amazon, so just when if the rotation improves, we're gonna be the first one to know, to tell you that. Then I would, be interested and start buying Amazon. Until then, no. I mean, it can bounce for a couple points. That's just if you want to play that kind of a small bounces, you can play it all day long. I have it here. Buy from here to here. You can do it. But you see, it's going in between this 50 and 200 now. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. It needs to move. It needs a strong push. Swing is down. Now it's becoming a sandwich trade. It needs to get out of this range for stock to get the upside. Yeah, if it gets under pressure and then the market's trying to sell off, I mean, Amazon is not going to run its own. Well, then it's going to take a little bit more beating to the downside. So at the same time, you don't want to break 200 either. That's going to be a problem for a stock. So we'll see what happens. But this is definitely a range right there. So how the price dance around here is just you have to wait. This kind of a stuff, like if you want to buy shares, you're gonna be fine. You're not fighting time. You're gonna trade this kind of a price action with options. Yeah, your time is gonna kick your butt. You know. Yeah, range bound chart is very difficult. We can do we can make a try a butterfly in this range right there. We can do a butterfly. We can do yeah, butterfly will be fine. Also, implied volatility is 37. It's not that bad. Oh, slightly higher, but like selling premiums is just it's okay. Not, yeah, you want to sell something that up in like 60s or something, that like Tesla. Oh, that's the best one to sell premiums. Like to at least sell a short a call against a long call. Mm. Everything else is just Broadcom triggered one, a mean reversion signal yesterday. on that bar. I might go back in this one again, use the same damn stops, like on this low of this Thursday low. I'll see how we open on Monday. See 3:30, see if we can go up to this ATR pivot line. It'll be nice. 350, 352. So I don't know if this is a 1-2. If you count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a, you see, just it's a very clear five-way move. If this is all of the five up for the top, all the way from here, well, then this is going to be a little bit more 1-2. But we'll see. I wanna make sure that weekly swing just stays up. We don't want weekly swing to turn down. That's all. I'm just clicking on the side here. Verizon. So that's covered call stock. Mickey Mouse. Nothing here. Walmart, no. Apple is fine. McDonald is a little choppy. You see, it's got two closes now below the 200. So, what kind of watching? Um, yeah, I don't should hold that. Did you see? I see 2 days in a row. It closed below this 200. It's not good. It need to get a push. Yeah, as long as stock stays under pressure below with the under 200, it's not good. It's gonna hold as a very tight resistance. Abbott is fine. Microsoft is okay. Not choppy days. The way this thing is moving to the upside. Visa got a nice pop. MA got a nice pop. Either this is a new one. MA and Visa triggered a new one. This one was on the 30th. ISRG is okay. That's what I'm saying. The market just, there's few names are there, but again, we'll find more. Don't worry about that part. But just Netflix is a disaster right now. That's the same thing is happening here. You see where the stock is trying to go. Here's your 50, here's your 200, where the Netflix is. And Meta doing the same thing. So you gotta watch these. This is why you have to wait for those rotation. Okay, so this is why just slow down and then we'll buy it. I'll buy Meta. Don't worry about that. I've done several trades on Meta. Remember? So it's not like it's just the clear setup is not there. We're not gonna force trades. Bottom line, that's it. I don't care. We need A plus set up. A plus setups to make money. No A plus setups, keep looking. I just showed you I can go from 50 to 100 to 200. From 200 I can jump to 500. From 500 I can I can expand the search on the scanner that this way. So it all comes down to how much I want to trade. It's an easy process. Now these rotations here, this is something new that I built a couple of weeks ago. Now these stocks here are already trading above the 50 and 200 um, the moving average. So these stocks, when they pull back, that means that it's not a trend change. It's just a pullback, a normal pullback on these stocks. So when they triggered a buy signal on that pullback, some of them are mean reversion signals because most of them are they just do like a WXY or ABC corrections. So like these stocks here are already above the 50 and 100. So these stocks are trading above the 50 and 200. So any buy signal on these names, okay, you can all because they're already on the uptrend, right? So the continuation for these stocks are pretty good because you call it as like the probability on these trades are really, really good because they're already holding the upside strength. So let's say what do you have here a little bit? Let's say I don't know which one triggers. Humana is way far here. Mana is one of them. Can definitely um see DHR like these stocks here. Like if I go here, you see it's trading above 50 and 200. So every one of these, all of these stocks, okay, are trading above 50 and 200. But that rotation is will apply to these particular stocks on a pullback. So I don't need to sit and wait for it. So the system will scan only these stocks and then give me those buy signals. So if I wanted to get like eBay, we played eBay. We did a trade, remember? See? It's trading. Oh, doesn't even have a buy signal anymore. So now this stock right there is trading above the 50 and 200. So we just have to keep looking and see anything EMR is the one I know recently got a buy signal here, EMR. See, it's trading above the 50 and 200. It's just the conditions that I apply because I know this thing that these stocks when they pull back, as long as they manage to stay above or come close to the 50 moving average, those buy signals are pretty damn strong. They just move the stock right back up. you know because one if the stock is gonna break 50 and then if the selling pressure exceed like whatever the volume moves, it can slowly come back down, come close to that 200 moving average test next you know so it depends like how close the 200 is to the 50. These are very strong moving averages. Keep that thing in mind. I don't not really follow those 21s and all those other ones. I mean, just on a daily time frame, these are the two that I always keep an eye on. 50 period and 200 period. So yeah, these are the strong names, meaning that the stocks has um, AMD. You see, AMD is above 50 and 200. It's so damn choppy, AMD. I like Broadcom. I always try to swing a trade on that one. It gives you that alpha, Broadcom move good. Um, INSEE, there are so many in there. It's just there you go. You see, you got this mean reversion signal. Now, this is a strong signal. You know, the stock like this. So it has a um, there's a very good probability for this signal to move and push the price higher. Well, how higher? Well, we don't know. Well, we have our targets right there. You see right there, the pink one. That's a mean reversion signal that confirms from high to low. This swing right there, and then it counts 3 bars. That turns the swing up, right? And that's what triggers that mean reversion signal. That's how I have that thing set there. It completes the correction and it waits for those 3 days to turn the swing back up. Once the swing turns back up, that correction ended, and now the price moves right back up. That's what these trades for. So these are like these are strong buys on any pullback on on any of these names. I looked at this one. The didn't do anything to it. This TT Train Technologies been holding pretty good. 398 is that for man. It's just gonna be over. You see, it's holding above this 50 and 200. Yeah, anything here. There's another one we're talking about. Roke. Yeah, it's still sideways. See, it gives you the mean reversion here. It's just so damn choppy. I mean, on the CRL, look at that. But now it went above. So the stock was down before, now it went up. What is that? Charles River Laboratories? Uh, healthcare stock. This got downgraded. So there was, and you can see got a sell signal. There's a nice buy signal here. It got downgraded. Okay, it's like, okay. You have nothing to worry about the trades, I can tell you that. Never ever worry about the trades. Oh, I know to find trades. We'll find it. Okay, the show is over. I gotta go relax. Tired.